Dr. Alex, quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Last conversation that I have with you, you mentioned about the startup visa program for Bangladeshi community
That's right.
who actually like to come to Canada for better life,
Okay.
where they are actually seeking the temporary resident visa, thinking they will come to Canada
Mm.
and they will settle the better way. But I know your company does a startup visa
Mm-hmm.
program, and you have been 100% success in Canada for your any visa. What would you suggest for Bangladeshi people, and why would you suggest a startup visa over whatever they are seeking right now and continuously struggling?
Very good point, Arif, because we have to we have to go back to basic human dignity, respect, family values, and sometimes just clearer understanding that life is too short to make mistakes. And people from Bangladesh, unfortunately, in recent times, fall victims of different schemes when they promise uh, to pay money to arrive to Canada as visitors, and then something magically happens. Um, I cannot blame people only. Obviously, those who sell them these services, these schemes, obviously frauds, and they deserve some punishment. But what I'm saying is, if people here, if you don't know about us, if you don't know about startup option for educated, hardworking professionals, it's an excuse. You don't know, but once you know what we do, I think honestly there is no reason for people to look for something else. You asked me very good question about how Bangladeshi people can benefit and what they can find here. Well, first of all, if we start the process, people can be where they are, back in Bangladesh, going to work, handling businesses, kids going to school, everybody happy, families around. That's what we call normal life while you're in process of PR, permanent residence. Only once you get PR, you can relocate to Canada, land here, because your transition then would be from one stable environment into another stable environment. It's not like they go in somewhere and something magically will happen. And that's exactly where people suffer, because they come in and thinking, yeah, the permanent residency is there. But one question they have to ask, and the question is, how? And then if they hear what those people say, they will say, no, 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 this is my family we're talking about. I don't want to put my family to risk of that kind. And money is not cheap. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're talking about like $25,000, $30,000. That's a big amount of money.
So you mean that $30,000 Canadian dollar?
Canadian just to whatever skimmers charge. But people have to think about it. Once they arrive and they have no status, they have no support from the government, they have no support from community, they basically have to finance their life here. And they have to pay rent, probably $2,000-$3,000 a month. They have to buy food, they have to put kids to school. It costs money because they just visitors. People don't think about it. Or maybe just don't know. But I think personally, I always put myself in other people's shoes. That's how we always succeed, because we think through everything that people will face. And if we see the path, we say, okay, this is the path, this is the plan, this is the budget, this is what what it's going to cost you, but it's not unlimited. It's precise. It's perfectly scaled towards success, towards getting PR, and probably that's why people like it.
So basically, you are saying the Bangladeshi community people who like to settle in Canada, they can go through the startup visa program, and the process will start, and the status will change while they are in Bangladesh.
Yes, of course, that's exactly why people like it, because they have stable life in one place. They go through PR, and only when they have PR they can relocate to Canada. But answering your question about all people of Bangladesh, of course, not all people can apply because we're definitely looking for selected individuals. We assess them, they go through consultation process. We definitely want to help as many as possible, but we have certain criteria. We have certain. The program is great. Program is very universal, and there is no point in this program. So people sometimes asking, why are you so sure? Because it's you, it's me, it's us, and there is no point system. You're not competing with everyone or a lot of people. You're just unique, and we have to find if you fit to criteria of the program, and that's it. And the rest is history. We just start processing.
So basically, you still suggest not to come with the uh,
No,
temporary resident visa in Canada and seek for PR rather than
no.
go through a startup
Actually,
visa
government
program.
is against it because then you're creating the problem for the future immigration. Your visa can be cancelled at any time if you intend to file for PR while you're here as a visitor. And that's what we call dual intent, but that's probably subject for another conversation. Um, but what we have on hands is definitely our request to ask people of Bangladesh, don't fall victims of this scheme. Don't fall victims of this misleading information, because if you come here as a visitor, there is only one way you can stay here. If you don't have family, don't have anybody here, file for asylum. But asylum is one-way road. Basically, people don't understand. Once you file for asylum, if you refuse, you will be deported and you can never immigrate again. I mean, probably, but not realistically.
Dr. Alex, what suggestion do you have for Bangladeshi community who would like to settle themselves in Canada for their future? Do you have any suggestion, advice for Bangladeshi communities?
I have probably one advice, not only for Bangladeshi community, but for all communities in Canada. That's how we're known in multiple communities around Western Canada. Think, consult, analyze, assess, plan, and then make steps. And that's exactly what we help people during our consultation process, during our assessment, because that's the best way. It's like before you start cooking. I like cooking. Before you start cooking, what you read first? The recipe. If you start your journey, what you have first? The map. How are you going to go somewhere without a map? You have to have a map, and that's what we provide. And
So,
thank you very much for helping people of Bangladesh to understand that.
well, I thank you very much for feeling
Thank you.
for them, Dr. Alex. I
Thank you.
thank you for your time today again. Do you have any message for Bangladeshi people, Dr. Alex?
I would suggest listen to our conversation, like, share this video, because we try to deliver information as fast and as far as possible. Because people suffering, we understand that. People need help, and we can provide that help. Distribute and forward this message to those who may be in trouble, and you will save another life, and God bless you with that. You probably already know our channel, but regardless, we encourage you to subscribe, to like it, to share it with other people you think you can help with this information. And if somebody required private meeting, confidential sharing with us of your personal situation, of your personal problems, it's always advisable to order consultation, to have one-on-one meeting and we will try to help in your particular situation with your needs, with your particular unique life. Stay safe.